Hey, so what's going on, people? I have this box here. It's something I've had for a little bit now. I think I got these the same day I got the last Yeezys that I got. What was that? The Desert Sage. The Desert Sage. So, and those, like I was saying in that video, I was not expecting a whole lot of views on account of it being a little bit late, because when you get stuff out there the day of, that's what everybody generally watches. So then when you look at the people who come like a few days later, it's just kind of like, we see what you're going for, but we're good. We've already seen it. So I didn't expect a whole lot. But I think as of right now, that video has it's like in the 600-ish range. So for me, like someone on the smaller scale, that's pretty impressive. So if you're one of the people that watched that, I do appreciate it. So go ahead and tell your friends, I suppose, if you want to, if you think it's worth their time or whatever. If it's not, then I guess just keep it to yourself. But still know that I'm thankful for it. Now, moving on though, this one, I wanted to get it out a little earlier than I did, but just kind of been tied up with some other things. And since they're still in stock and there's a lot of sales going on in a lot of places, I figured this would probably be the best time to actually get it out there, right? So that way you can see it kind of up close and take from it what you will. Maybe go out and spend some of your money like I did. Now these, so, you've already seen the thumbnail, you know what we're about to get into. These, price-wise, I got also from Finish Line, much like the last pair. Review will be somewhere over on this side. Yeah, much like the last time, got these from Finish Line, and for about the same price. They were $80, and then I had a $10 coupon for my birthday. And so between taxes and shipping, it basically just leveled out to about 81. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Hopefully these are exactly what I ordered and not like that other snafu with those gray 3 Ultra Boosts. If you haven't seen that video, there's going to be a link somewhere around there. It didn't go how I wanted it to. The second time it did, but not the first time. So, looking at these here, open this box. Let's see, open from the top, it's a little easier. I get that first peek on these. Got to take them out here, make sure they're looking like they're supposed to look and everything, and so far they are, so that is a plus. Actually, you know what, I just realized I didn't show you guys the side, which I don't know how much you need to see it, but there it is. These Adidas boxes don't really have much of anything as far as information goes on the side, so it's not really necessary, I guess, to look at those, but because there's no color codes on them, and that's usually like the big thing. Not color codes, but colors. The color code is on there. Anyway, so looking over these, they're looking pretty decent, but I can tell you the colors from these because I looked them up just a moment ago. Trace Khaki, Olive Cargo, Solar Red. Not sure where exactly the khaki comes in, but we'll get into that when we do the actual review. Which I guess, looking at these, everything seems to be on the up and up, so we may as well start that now. What do you say? It is now review time on this right here, the Adidas Ultra Boost S&L in the Olive Cargo colorway. Some also call it the khaki one because khaki is the primary color when listed. Kind of like the last pair was the gray pair, and there's also a black pair. But anyways, let's go ahead and look over these and see what we see. So, bring these in real close up for you and then flip that down because that's where we're starting this. So, right there. You know what that is, right? Yeah, you've seen it a million times probably because Ultra Boosts are nothing new and this has not changed. There was a Continental rubber outsole on these, right? Same kind of stuff like you have on tires. So, the durability, definitely there. Traction, definitely there. So, kind of a nice little touch to add onto a shoe. And then you double that up with some nice cushion and you got yourself a good thing going. And this Ultra Boost here, that's definitely going to give you the cushion that you want. Now, these, as you can tell, these aren't like the newer style, like the 19s or the 20s. Those have about 20% more boost in them. But don't let that deter you because these are still going to be super comfortable just as they are, right? There was nothing wrong with the 3s or 4s or any of the other models. It's just over time things do get better, right? And then you realize, like, while these were super good, I guess there was room to improve. And they do that from time to time. So, again, these are still good. Moving on, though, now we get into the things that actually matter, the coloring, right? So these, not your typical colored boost, right? Because usually it's white, sometimes black. but this has an olive color going on, as is said in the color descriptions. So I'm going to say that this would be the khaki color maybe, and then some more olive here. But bringing this on in, the other thing you have is that, okay, no, that's just the way the lighting is. Down here, you've got the suede, which you had on the gray pair as well. Nice quality all around. I wouldn't say it's as nice as some other shoes. What was it? I think it was the Curry Pack ones that I was doing the other day. I think those had some really nice quality on them. But this, I mean, it's not bad or anything, not by any means, but it's just not the best. So take that for what it's worth. But all around, you have the suede going on around the toe area, back here around the heel and all that. And then outlining the cage where it's the lighter color compared to the slightly darker one that's going on there. And once again, I forgot to mention the 3M parts. So there you have it, kind of around where the toe box is, that plasticky little outline. You got a little bit of a reflection sort of thing going on with the stripes. And then, of course, on the tip of the tongue, because that's always there too. So there's that. So you got that going on. And then the rest of the upper, because again, the S and the L stands for suede and leather, right? So that being the suede, and then the leather being like right around in here. Not really anywhere else, just on those stripes, which is kind of a good thing because you don't want your shoes too weighed down when they're supposed to be kind of like lightweight and everything. But then you got the mesh going on here on the toe box, which extends down beneath all of these stripes, well, beneath the cage, I guess you could say, because it's still got that one piece sort of thing going on. And then up here you have it's not quite the same, but this is going to be more similar to what you see on it feels like a lot of the Ultra Boost, even though it's not the same look. It feels like that as far as the cushion and everything goes. And you got the same sort of thing going on. And then, like I said here, with the stripes, slightly different color, just a little off, but overall, it's pretty good all around. And then that matches up, the cage matches up with what's here on the tip of the tongue, with the Adidas logo, and your standard stripes, or your standard laces. Nothing too fancy, but they're good. Then on the inside, going off of the same little piece that's on the back and on the bottom, you got this orange in there, kind of like that. And same as on here, which again, kind of trying to keep like a shirt that goes along semi with the shoes. That's why I'm wearing this Orange Cassidy here, freshly squeezed. So you got that going on. It gives it a nice little pop of color. And really, as I'm looking at these now, I kind of should have done, I kind of should have compared these to the Desert Sages in a way, because they had some very similar coloring going on, but I'm too late for that because those shoes are somewhere else and I'm not pulling them out. But they have some similarities, at least as far as the colors go. And, so I decided, since why not? I'm not doing anything else. May as well throw this little quick comparison in there. So like I was saying, like the Desert Sage and these olive cargos, they kind of have a lot of the same vibe going on, because this is mostly olive. This is too. Got the reddish, orangish part at the top. This, they just call it solar red. I don't know what they refer to it on here. But so there you have it. So just kind of looking at these, try to get that in the same shot there for you. Not very similar, not very different. I don't know. It's up to how you want to look at it. But to me, I can kind of see some similarities. If I had to choose, though, that's the question. Not sure which way I'd lean, though. I'm really not. So I won't say. Anyway, so I believe that covers everything about the shoe. Give you guys another little close-up so you can kind of see for yourself. Bring you all around here. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm thinking these are pretty nice, right? But that's enough about the visual. Now we got to move on to the other important part, which is the sizing piece, right? So let's go ahead and talk about that, and the comfort too, because that's equally important. So sizing, right? I buy 9.5 in my Adidas. That's generally like my size, right? So I bought that, and these, they fit just fine, right? No complaints there whatsoever. And now obviously I haven't put these on just yet. You probably can't tell from the video, but I haven't put these on, but I know because I just know. Anyways, so the sizing, true to size fit, go with whatever size you buy, not any other NMD or any other Ultra Boost or Night Jogger, Yeezy, whatever. And if you don't have any of those, you're pretty safe going with your standard Air Max size as well, whatever that may be. So moving on past the sizing piece, comfort wise, right? So for one, when it comes to the Ultra Boost, these, they're going to feel a little different, right? They're going to still feel comfortable, but they're going to feel a little bit different because of the suede and the leather kind of gives them a little bit of a heavier feel in some ways, you know, for obvious reasons. So they're still going to be these are going to be a solid casual shoe. Wouldn't really go out running in them or anything because the materials just aren't suited for that, right? Your feet are going to get warm and all that stuff. You want cool air coming in. These just don't have that breathability. But if you got nothing else, like these are still going to be fine. You know, they're going to be better than running around in something old with the soles are worn in and all that. But if you're looking for a running shoe specifically, I would look further. I would. But anyways, the rest of that though, if you're just looking for something to go out in, these right here, you can't go wrong. You're going to have some all-day comfort. Some people say they bottom out after a while. I have yet to have that problem, but I've got a pretty deep rotation, so my answer to that is a little unreliable, I'll say that. But anyways, I think that about sums everything up. I don't believe there's anything else to talk about. So that being said, we're going to wrap this thing up. Cool. So thank you for watching this. Thank you for watching anything else of mine that you've watched. And have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And that's going to be it. Yeah, so later, people.